You've spent the last 4 hours staring at the same textbook. You've highlighted so much that the page is now a fluorescent, vaguely yellow color. You've reread your notes, you've made flashcards, you've even muttered the key concepts to your plant. You feel productive. You feel like you've locked it in. Then the moment of truth arrives. The test, the presentation, the meeting, and your mind is a ghost town. Tumbleweeds roll through your prefrontal cortex. You can feel the information in there somewhere, hiding in a dark corner of your skull, but you can't access it. It's like trying to remember a dream. The more you chase it, the faster it disappears. And you're left with that sinking, infuriating feeling. I know this. Why can't I remember it? Here's the reason. You feel this way because for your entire life, you've been treating your brain like a hoarder's garage. You've been frantically shoving information in, books, lectures, articles, piling it higher and higher, assuming that if you just collect enough stuff, it will be there when you need it. But a hoarder's garage is chaos. You can't find anything. It's a system designed for input, not for retrieval. The secret is to stop being a knowledge hoarder and start being a zookeeper for your ideas. A zookeeper doesn't just collect animals. They build strong, reliable, custom-built enclosures for each one. Their goal isn't just to have the lion, it's to be able to call it, guide it, and present it on command. Forgetting isn't a catastrophic failure for the zookeeper. It's a necessary part of the process. The struggle to remember is what builds the cage. It's what makes the knowledge permanent. So how do you go from a chaotic hoarder to a master zookeeper? How do you build that focus cage you see in the thumbnail, the one that holds your knowledge securely? Well, the zookeeper uses a simple 3-part blueprint to build an escape-proof enclosure for any piece of information. Part 1, the feeding schedule. A bad zookeeper feeds the lion every 10 minutes. The lion becomes lazy, fat, and never has to work for anything. This is what you do when you reread your notes over and over again right after you learn something. The information is right there, easy to access. It feels good, but it builds zero long-term muscle. You're creating a weak, dependent lion. A good zookeeper uses strategic starvation. They wait until the lion is a little bit hungry. They create a small, manageable struggle. And learning, this is called spaced retrieval. You wait until the memory's a little bit foggy, typically a day or two after you first learn it, and then you force your brain to recall it without looking at your notes. That feeling of strain, what was it again? That is the sound of your brain building the bars of the cage. The struggle itself is the neurological event that strengthens the connection. Rereading is like whispering the answer to someone lifting weights. You're robbing them of the very resistance that builds strength. So the first step is to let yourself forget a little, then force the recall. Your brain will build a much stronger enclosure in response. Part 2, the stress test. Before a new animal arrives, a good zookeeper doesn't just hope the enclosure is strong. They stress test it. They kick the walls. They rattle the gate. They look for weak spots before the lion is inside. You can do the same thing with your brain using 2 counterintuitive methods. First, pre-testing. Take a test on the material before you've even studied it. You'll probably fail miserably, and that's the entire point. Getting questions wrong doesn't feel good, but it creates what researchers call fertile knowledge gaps. It's like the zookeeper marking the weak points in the fence with bright red paint. When you finally do learn the material, your brain is actively hunting for the answers to the questions you got wrong, and it encodes that information with incredible strength. Second, you mix it up with interleaving. Most of us study in blocks. We'll do all of topic A, then all of topic B, then all of topic C. It feels organized and efficient, but it's terrible for long-term memory. It's like letting the lion practice escaping from the same corner of the cage over and over again. A better way is to mix it up. Do one problem from A, then one from B, then one from C. It feels messy and difficult. Your brain has to work harder to load the different contexts. But that extra work is what builds a flexible, durable enclosure, not just a one-trick fence. It produces double the long-term retention compared to blocked practice. Building a robust system like this is all about creating strong connections in your brain. And speaking of strong connections, if you're getting value from this blueprint, a very low effort way to strengthen the connection between you and this channel is to gently tap the subscribe button. It's free, and unlike cramming for a test, its benefits are actually long-lasting. Okay, back to the zoo. Part 3, the public viewing. A zoo isn't a private collection. The ultimate test of a zookeeper's work is whether they can present the animal to the public. And the toughest audience is a 5-year-old. If you can't explain what a lion is to a child in simple terms, you don't really understand the lion. This is the Feynman technique. Take a concept you're trying to learn and explain it out loud in the simplest language possible, as if you were teaching it to a 12-year-old. Use no jargon, use simple analogies. The moment you get stuck, or the moment you have to say, well, it's just really complicated, you found the hole in your enclosure. You found the part you memorized but didn't truly understand. The act of simplifying forces your brain to convert passive knowledge into active understanding. It connects the new idea to things you already know, building multiple pathways to access it. If you can't teach it simply, you haven't learned it completely. So let's recap the blueprint. To stop being a hoarder and start being a zookeeper, you need 3 things. The feeding schedule, let yourself forget a little, then force your brain to struggle to recall it. The stress test, use pre-tests and mix up your practice to find the weak spots before they matter. And the public viewing, explain it like you're talking to a child to ensure you truly understand it. That's it. That's the shift. Stop drowning in a sea of loose-leaf paper and start building a well-managed, robust zoo for your knowledge. Stop collecting information and start building enclosures for it. Because the struggle isn't a sign that you're failing. It's the sound of the bars getting stronger. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to remember where I put my keys.